Hi everyone, I'm Needles and welcome to my show. Cheers! That's good tea. I love tea. It's very good today. Alright, so a little bit about me. My real name's Marissa, but my show is called NeedlesStick, well, my channel. So you can call me Needles, that's fine. I think that's kind of cool actually. I really like metal music and that sounds like a metal band's name, or maybe one of their players. So yeah. Anyways, so a little about me. I live in the middle of nowhere in Michigan. Right now it is fall, so all the beautiful fall leaves are around and it's really pretty. It's starting to get a little cold. I don't know if you're familiar with the United States of America's Michigan and it's winter. But last year it was so terrible. It was awful. And I'm expecting it again this year. And it's going to be fun going to school. Currently I go to school. I was in nursing school. I was actually in our program. And I failed my second semester, which was OB, which a lot of people fail. Which is a story in itself, which I'll tell you now, because why not? So for my program, if you have less than 80%, you are kicked out. You have failed that class and you have to take it over again. And that's really hard because a lot of other colleges, it's like 75 or even 70. No, the normal grading scale. No, if you have like an 88, that's like a C+. That's terrible, isn't it? But let's see. So the first semester I went, it was really hard. I did assessment, pharmacology, and fundamentals. So just 3 classes, but then you had, with assessment, you had a clinical as well. You had a lab. So we had to practice all of our hands-on with doing assessment and, you know, feeling head to toe. At the end of the semester, we had to do a head-to-toe assessment. Pharmacology was just bookwork, but it was so much, it was so hard and so much you had to take in at once. And if you treat it like you're learning a language, you actually did better, I felt. That's how about halfway through the semester I figured out how to learn it. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. And then there was fundamentals. Fundamentals, goodness. Fundamentals had 4 parts. Fundamentals, you had the lecture, then you had the clinical, then you had what's called nursing process. You have to learn how a nurse thinks. And then you had a actual lab. So with that, there's so much. And if you fail just one of them, one of the 4, you had to do all 4 again because they were all connected. And some people did, and that was really bad, and I felt so bad for them. But alright, so first semester, that's what I did. That's what I went through. I did really good. I passed. I don't think anyone ever does really good in nursing school. But I passed. I felt accomplished. I rocked it out in lab and clinical. I'm very hands-on and I work very well with that. I've had experience before as a certified nurse assistant, as a CNA, and so I'm very familiar with all the beginning stuff. I also am with someone who is a paramedic, and he has really opened the door for me. He was the one who kind of encouraged me to be a nurse. And I have a best friend who is a nurse right now who we kind of talked a lot, and that really helped me encourage it. So like with all these influences, I had a very good background, I felt, to be successful in nursing school. So I did all that. I wasn't working either. Some of the girls were working and I don't know how they did it. Some of the guys were working and I'm like, oh, and they passed and they're amazing, good for them. That's not me. So okay, first semester down, I was happy. Each lab from the fundamentals, you know, have the 4, we'd have like 10 people in our like skills lab, and 4 of them didn't pass. 2 of them, I can't remember now. 2 of them tried to get right back into the program. They took their class in the following semester to see if they could get back in, and then they did, and it's awesome. I've seen them since then. They're, to my understanding, they're doing great. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy. And then 2 of the other girls, one, unfortunately, it was her second try. In this program, you only get 2 tries. She didn't get it, and she went to the school and they do not bend. If you failed, you failed. Bye. They don't care. Well, they do care, but it's just, they're done. They're like, nope, too many people want to come to the program, or whatever it is. And, you know, that's their right as a school to do it. I think it was so unfortunate because she has the heart for it, and she was just so beautiful, and she had little boys, and just her attitude, and I just think back and I'm like, oh, what happened? And she had a lot of personal things going on as well. I think that might have been what did it, and it's so unfortunate. I've talked to her a little bit, and she's kind of doing what she wants to do right now, because she really focused on women and babies, so I think she's happy what she's doing. I'm just so sad that she couldn't get to the point of nursing and then even advance herself more. But you know what? Everyone changes, and maybe that's not, she doesn't want that now, and that's fine. The other one, because there was 4, sorry, I'm rambling. I've talked to her a little bit. She reminded me a lot of myself when I first started the whole adventure of school. And she has a little boy, but she lived like closer to the school because she lived really far away from the school. So during the weekdays she would be around for school and classes, and then the weekends I believe she would go home, or her little boy would come up. And strength of a mother, I'll tell you, that was hard. You could just see it every day. You know, she missed her little boy, and I think that took a toll. I think if you're not prepared emotionally, or you know, financially, of course you have to be prepared, but I mean, the emotional toll is so hard that it's wow. But anyways, alright, so of all 10 of us, 4 didn't pass, 2 got back in. So 80% of people were not coming back. You know, it's just expected. And that's only my group. There was 90 admitted altogether, and I believe there was 15 altogether who did not pass. Like, we were dropping like flies, apparently. So second semester comes around. Second semester is Med-Surg and OB. OB is a hard one. If you can get past OB, apparently you're good. Med-Surg is just learning about all the diseases that, you know, our elders can get, which is why I felt the focus was on. We learned about lung issues, heart issues. We looked a little bit on cancer and blood. So, you know, those were our focuses. And another issue. So this current program, they're always changing things and changing classes, and okay, maybe add this, take this out. This program, when I started it, had 3 med-surges. 1 in the winter, which is the second semester, 1 in the spring, and 1 in the fall. After this year, they were going to change it, and nobody knew that until after we didn't pass OB, and they would just reduce it to 2. 1 in the winter, we'd get spring off, yay, and then 1 in the following fall. So I went and I did med-surg, I did OB. I was awesome with the OB, saw some live births. They were fun, it was great. Did med-surg, which I didn't really like the hospital I was in, but that's a tale for another time. Did that, and I can remember one of the girls I was with, like in our little group, because when that skills lab that I told you about, how we had 10 people and then 4 didn't pass over, there was like 6 left, we tried staying really close. A lot of the girls and us stayed together. There was a guy too who we kept in touch with. So you create such a bond with people when you see them more than your family and more than your pillow for going to sleep, which is nursing school. So yeah, I can remember we carpooled for a while, and that really helped, and just there's such a support system there. It was so great. It was our own little community. We were all in it together. We were all supporting each other. They were just fantastic people. And I think when I failed, when I like actually looked, I think it's so mean. So like, it's not mean, but it's bad. It's like, I can just remember thinking that was what hurt the most, is I would not have my little group of friends that I'd made, my buddies, that I'd lost them. And It wasn't their fault. It was my fault. It was they did what they were supposed to do and they passed. I didn't, and I was just so hurt. I just was lost. And again, it's you go through all those feelings of denial and just all the feelings of loss. You have lost your time. You have lost a part of yourself. You kind of lose respect for yourself a little bit. And I've talked to some of the other girls from the first semester who didn't pass, and oh man, just nobody can relate to you at that point. Even if they failed that same semester, what you are feeling is going to be completely different from what someone else is feeling. There is that feeling of loss, but there's the 5 stages of loss. You might be going through denial. They might be going through anger. You don't want that together. And it's just so hard. So hard. But only, well, I guess I could give you some advice on this whole thing. Cake. My advice on adventure time, oh my god. My advice if you are going to be going to nursing school is make sure you are financially okay, you are emotionally okay. When we started the program, before we even started the program, we did a whole week of what's called Thrival, because we don't want to survive during nursing school, we want to thrive during it. And good message, very good message. So when we did that, they basically said, make sure you're at peace with everyone in your family, all of your friends. 2 years. You gotta put 2 years of your life in this. And if you can't do that, good luck, because they're probably not gonna pass through. And a lot of people were terrified. I kind of went into it a little more relaxed, because again, with that background I have of, you know, having been a SENA and just medical background of other people in my life. And I did okay the first semester, second semester though. And like it's been almost a year since then, so I'm pretty relaxed. I'm composed about this because I was not composed when I first found out. I was pretty upset. It took a long time to like pull myself out. I've suffered from depression for many years, and like since I was 12, and it went untreated for a long time. So that just fueled the fire, and I can remember feeling really down and going through all those emotions. And it's hard, like if you have any mental illness while you're trying to do the program too, it is even harder. It's just like challenge upon challenge, but if it's what you want to do, you'll do it. And as of right now, you know, I did fail OB. I am taking a class, advanced assessment, so I rocked it in the first assessment. I'm going to rock it in advanced assessment, which goes towards my bachelor's. Because I would like to do a bachelor's program. The one I'm in now is going to be an associate's, or hopefully I'll be back in. So I'm working on that. I am actually, my OB teacher is my advanced assessment teacher, and every time I get like any OB relation to advanced assessment, I just laugh. I lose it. I'm like, yep, that's the uterus, or, you know, something like that. And I just laugh because I knew it. I knew it all, and it just haunts me. But it's okay, because, you know what? I'm going to rock it out next semester. That's what I keep saying. Rock it out. And a lot of the girls probably remember me saying that. Let's rock it out. But yeah, so that's the plan. I've got about 7-8 more weeks, I can't remember offhand, of advanced assessment. I'm going to rock my final, I'm going to do great, and then I'm going to get back into the program. And here's the thing though, I only failed OB. I have to take med-surg and OB again because they changed the program. I don't know, I think I mentioned it about how it used to be 3 med-surges, winter, spring, fall. Now it's 2. So they added a little bit more, just a little bit more, and now I have to take the class all over again, and that credit means nothing. But you know what? I am always positive. That was a very expensive semester, and it was a prep class for the real deal. That's how I'm looking at it, because otherwise I'll get mad. But yeah, so I am going to do OB, and I'm going to do med-surg again. I'm going to rock them out. And you know, I don't really explain why I failed that. I should probably explain that. I started working it was an expensive semester. I had to find some financials, and had to struggle with that. So I was like, I need to pay this back right away. I don't want to be up to my eyeballs in debt when I'm done with school, which, who cares at that point? Like, I don't care if I'm up to my eyeballs in debt by the time I'm done with this. I want to be a nurse. I'm going to be a nurse for the rest of my life to pay that off. So I worked, and that really hindered me in the first like 5-6 weeks, because I was like, oh, I can work this many hours, and I'd always get held over. I'd always have something else, I'd want to spend time with my family, and I just wasn't as motivated as I should have been. So that hindered me in the beginning, and it was like catching up the whole entire semester. And OB's just hard. It's a whole different aspect. You're not dealing with someone who's technically sick. You're dealing with someone who is well, and it's all education and teaching, and it's not bad. I don't feel pretty good in some classes, or some schools it's not even failing, but you know what? I want to be better, and I'm kind of glad I failed. You hear that? I'm glad I failed, because I'm going to do better. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. But anywho, so yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm hoping beginning of the year I will be back in OB and med-surg. I'm going to make some new friends. I've kept a lot of my old friends, and things are going to be a lot better, and I'm going to rock it, because I'm not going to work. Nope. And I hope that with my experience, because I would love to be a teacher one day, that I can help all my new friends learn and grow, and we can grow together and be awesome. And I'm so sad, because I miss those girls so much. They're so awesome. They don't even know how awesome they were. They don't know how much I fangirled over them. I was like, oh, you're so cool. Like, oh, you're so great. Oh, but I do. I love everyone, and just those girls were so awesome. It's just, I miss them. And I still talk with them, but I still miss them. I miss that connection. And in a couple years, when I am a nurse and I am done with my bachelor's, we'll probably meet up and work together. Maybe. I don't know if they're around the area. If they are, awesome. But, alright, so that was me. That was a little bit about me. A lot about me. Well, nursing school is like my last year of life, so get that off my chest. But thank you for watching my show and watching me rant. Oh, I forgot to say. So, I'll explain real quick. This is called NeedlesStick because I'm going to be doing videos about nursing. I'll vlog about them, and I'll probably do tutorial videos if asked. You can ask in the comments below, which I have to figure out how to do still. So, but also, I do crafting, which, oh, another crafter. I do nerding crafting. So anything that has to do with video games, anything that has to do with cartoons. Adventure time. I also craft. I did not craft this, but I do like Adventure Time. I love cartoons. I kind of want to, no, I won't show you. I'll show you another video. But, so yeah, it's called NeedlesStick is because needles deal with nursing, or crafting, sewing, sticks, florist, or joystick for gaming. So those kind of incorporate everything together that I really enjoy. And needle sticks kind of suck, but they're a lesson. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. That sounds really good. Oh, what is it, Evie? My cat's meowing at me. You guys want to see her? Oh, this is Evie. Hi, Evie. Hi. It's my baby. I love animals, and I have 2 cats and a dog, and we will talk about them another time because I think this has gotten a little long. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope that you guys have an awesome day. Good luck in any endeavors that you're doing. Nursing school is definitely an endeavor, or any type of school, or just anything you do, or just beating that boss for that game. Water temple sucks. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.